Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne, and I'm here today with a massive catch-up video. It's been a while and I'm really sorry about that. I've been working extra days at work to cover somebody who had some time off, and it just has meant that I've just been so busy. I've had no days off basically for about 2 months now, and I usually have a Friday where Taylor is in nursery and I can crack on with things like YouTube and sewing and things like that. If I look like I'm blowing in the wind, it's because I've got this window open directly in front of me. It's really warm and muggy today, so I mean I'm welcoming the warmth back because it's been raining and horrible for the last week, but I need some air and this is providing me the air. So yeah, it's been really busy. It's also been Taylor's 3rd birthday. Can anybody tell me where that time has gone? How is he 3? It's incredible, but he's just growing up into the most gorgeous, wonderful boy, and we adore him, and obviously it was his birthday, so we did some lovely things for that. Then I've had lots going on with my Northern Sewl Sisters, and if you want to see any of that, please do check out our channel. We will link to it down below and you can check out all of the videos that we've been putting out over there. So that's been really lovely. I've had lots of my SewToon socials, that's been really lovely, and I've been doing some pattern testing. So yeah, life's just been busy but good. I'm really glad to be here today. Should we start off with what I'm wearing? Now, looking on the camera, it looks quite low cut, and I guess it is. This is something that I made to go to Santorini with. I wasn't actually wearing this until about 10 minutes ago, and then I was just so warm. I needed to put something on that was cool, that would keep me cool, so this is what I've gone for. This is the Tata Twist tank by Gracie Steel. I'll just stand up and show you. So you've got this really cute twist detail here, this little cutout. I've actually folded this up because it comes down here. Now, I wear a lot of high-waisted clothes, so like all my jeans are high-waisted, so I want this top to finish above my jeans. So I've just folded it up there so it does that, and on the next one I make, I will just shorten the pattern. The back is a lovely low scoop, and the whole thing is fully lined, so it's fully enclosed. It's really comfy, and it's a really lovely design. However, there is a slight issue. I can't wear a bra with this. I don't think anyone could wear a bra with this because of this design. I'm not sure how you could get a bra that would just hide behind here. So if you wear a bra with it, you are going to lose that little cutout feature there. I don't need to wear a bra in that I don't need the support. I'm not very big chested, and not at all big chested in fact. So I don't need the support. However, I just do like to have that kind of shaping and that uplift, as it were. And I can't have it in this because I can't wear a bra. So I would just like sort of a little bit of shape here, which a bra would give, but I can't. So that's the only issue. If you were going to be making this, then you can't really wear a bra with it unless you just embrace that and just lose that twist feature there. But then kind of what's the point in the top, I suppose. The fabric is a bamboo French terry that I got from Wattle and Slate. I made a dress out of this for Santorini also. It was the Therese Dress, which is the one shoulder with the cutout at the side, which I absolutely love. I need to find an occasion to wear that again soon, really. I don't just want it to be for holiday. Hopefully I might have an event or something I can wear it to. But this fabric really is gorgeous. So in terms of what I've been sewing, it doesn't feel like I've sewn an awful lot really. In the run up to Taylor's birthday, I was sewing bucket hats because he had requested a green bucket hat, and then I thought I would also make one for his friend who we spent the day with on Taylor's birthday. We went to a farm and played and it was lovely, and for his party bag at the end I wanted to put in a bucket hat for him, and I know he likes dinosaurs, so I made him a dinosaur themed one. So hopefully we'll pop pictures in for you to see these. I also made one for a friend's little girl who is just a few days older than Taylor. You know, we were pregnant together, and then She had her little girl a few days before me. So I made one for her. Her mum is a photographer and an artist, and I found this lovely chambray with cameras on. So I made it out of that fabric and then just a floral on the other side. And then I made one for myself. Oh, I did. I'm going to put it on for you as well. So I made a bucket hat for myself. Oh, by the way, have I told you the pattern is by Waves and Wild? It's the Sandcastle Bucket Hat. It's a free pattern. It goes from newborn up to adult XL. It's a fantastic pattern. And yeah, I made one. So this is mine. And I absolutely love it. This fabric is the cotton lawn that came in the Think Pink box a couple of months ago. The one that I opened the box and was like, I'm not sure I like that fabric. Or I'm not sure it's for me. I'm not sure it's my style. I'm not sure I can pull it off at all. So I've got a pair of shorts cut out in it that I'm hopefully going to sew up tonight to wear tomorrow. And then I made this little bucket hat and I absolutely love it. I just decided to line it with the same fabric. It is fully reversible, so with the others that I made them so you could wear it in two different ways. This one has just got the same fabric on the inside, but I did add the label that came in Andrea's box as well, which says "You're the Zest." So yes, I love my little hat. I say little, I think I made the size large for me because I do have quite a large head. It's to fit in my large brain, something like that. Anyway, I love this hat. Should I just keep it on? Maybe not, might make my head even warmer than it is. So I've been sewing bucket hats. Then the next thing I was sewing was my incredible viscose jersey dress, which was for my Northern Sewl Sisters project. I will link to it down below. Go and check out the video where you can hear all about our plans and then also our reveal. That dress, let me see if I can remember the pattern name. It's a Simplicity 9778, I believe. And it's just this gorgeous, again with a twist cutout detail. I think I'm just loving that. But with that one, you can actually wear a bra because it sits lower. So the cutout is a bit lower down and the twist is larger. So yeah, it's just a gorgeous dress, which you can have sleeves on or no sleeves, and you can make it longer or shorter. And I love it. It's, yeah, it's my vibe and I feel great wearing that dress. So do go and check out the video because I talk about how I found making it and sizing and all of that sort of stuff in lots of detail. And then the other thing that I've been sewing up was an outfit for the Felicity Fabrics blog challenge. So Felicity Fabrics do this really cool thing where they have challenges and a couple of the blogging team will get together, or actually not get together, they will separately create something for the blog to meet a certain theme, and then the blog is released on the same day with both people's contributions, and it's really interesting to see how different people interpret the challenge. And my challenge was created by Carol, the very lovely Carol, who is Chatter Stitch over on Instagram. She chose me to partner up with and she chose the theme summer. So I went with a little camisole top, a knit camisole top, and a pair of shorts. You'll be able to guess the shorts pattern. It's my absolutely beloved Gracie steel Foxy Boxies, and the fabric was a really lovely viscose twill in a kind of colour that's not usually my style, so it's kind of a really pale cream beige kind of thing, sand maybe, and then it had these like Dalmatian spots on, and I just thought it was a really nice fabric for a pair of shorts because I thought with it being a viscose twill, it's a little bit more substantial, so I could wear it in autumn with some black tights. I thought it could be dressed up or down whenever, so you could wear high heels with it and make it nice and dressy. You could wear flat shoes, trainers or sandals, make it nice and casual. So yeah, I'm really happy with how they turned out. And the camisole top I went for is a gorgeous pattern by Paradise Patterns. It's the Sommar Camisole, and it's a knit camisole top, a vest top with little straps, and it's got an inbuilt shelf bra, which is really cool, just adds a little bit of shape and support, and you can make it cropped or a bit longer. And I really love that. It was a real pleasure to sew that top because the instructions were amazing. At every step of the instructions, it told you what length and width to set your zigzag stitch at on your machine. I thought that was excellent. Rather than just saying a wide zigzag, a long zigzag, or whatever, it actually gave you the settings every single time, which I thought was really, really great. So yes, I would recommend that pattern. I've got another couple of those cut out already because it's just a real versatile item to have in your wardrobe. It's the sort of thing that I used to buy multiples of from the high street and wear and wear and wear, that are so useful. And actually, if you can sew one up in no time at all and get a great finish and have it fit you and choose your fabric, then it's perfect. So obviously it's been a while since I've been on here, and some things may have arrived in the post in that time, obviously. So I'm just going to talk through them. They're not in any particular order. I've got them all here in a big jumble. I'm just going to pick them up and just talk you through what I've got. So I first became aware of this, which is the Harrelson Belt Bag by Noodlehead, on What Valerie Makes YouTube channel. She'd made a couple of versions and I just absolutely loved them and just fell in love with the pattern. I then kind of forgot about it until I saw Cara from So Mad, who'd made another awesome version to match a jacket that she'd made, which was incredible. And she'd made this with the leftovers of that fabric. And it just reminded me that I really, really wanted to get it. So I picked up the pattern, and then Little Miss So-and-so do kits for garments that you can sew or bags that you want to sew, and they put everything in there that you could possibly need to make that. And what's really clever is clever, is that the right word? They do an option where you can buy it with the pattern or an option where you can buy it without the pattern, which I think is great because I had already picked up the pattern. So this is not how it came. I've just popped it in here for safekeeping. You get to choose your outer fabric and your lining fabric, and then they put everything else in there to coordinate. So I thought I'd just show you what I got. So to make my bag, the outer fabric that I chose was this one here, which is like a navy cotton canvas, and it's got these cool rainbows on in oranges and yellows and creams and whites. And then my lining fabric, Taylor is absolutely going to love this because it's his favourite animal. It's got stingrays all over. He absolutely loves rays. He loves them. So yeah, I'll have to, if there's any left over, see if I can make something for him with this, or just pick up some more of this fabric. I just couldn't resist it, and I think it works really nicely with that. So that will just be on the inside. You then get your interfacing that you need, some thread, the webbing, you get a couple of zips, some faux leather, which is really cool, so that will be for like the pocket flap. And then in here is the hardware, so like the D-rings, swivel clasp, that sort of thing. So I'm really excited about giving that a go. I've made one bag before, well, I've made like tote bags and things, but this will be my first like proper bag. No, my second. I've made a backpack, which I did as a pattern test a few years ago. 2 years ago. Oh, I'm getting all confused. Right, should we move on? The next thing that I picked up is, I finally gave in to the hype. Ruan shared one of these months and months ago, and then I saw so many sewing vloggers pick them up. I think this is a different design to the one she shared, but it's a sewing journal or sewing log from Amazon. We picked this up from, and inside you can record your project with all of the notes and things like that. Now, I didn't get one at the time when Ruan originally shared this. I used to keep a bullet journal, but then it was becoming a lot of effort, I felt, because you had to draw out all of the pages and your setup and your layout and everything, and I just didn't have time to keep on top of it. That's how I recorded all of my makes, and I loved doing it that way, and it was very flexible. I could do whatever I wanted with it. I just didn't have time to keep it up, so I just thought, let's just give in to the hype and let's just buy one of these. So I'm hoping that is going to help me record my makes, and then when it comes to doing a makes video, which I haven't done in forever, because when it gets to thinking about doing a makes video, I can't remember what I've made, the sizing, how I found it, all of that. I can't remember it all, so I just don't do them. I'm hoping this will help me, so wish me luck with that. Let's see if I can keep on top of it. The next thing that I picked up is a pattern. This is the Vogue V1951. Now, I bought this because Mimi G shared it on her Instagram and she was wearing an incredible version in a lovely patterned fabric in lighter colours, and it looked amazing. And you know, I love a cutout, so it's just going to be ideal for me. So it's an A-line midi dress with cutout details with a necktie, semi-fitted, self-lined front bodice, bias back neck and back armhole facings and elastic back. And the skirt's lined with side seam pockets. It's got an invisible side zipper. Yeah, it's gorgeous. This one is very plain and simple. I think I'll probably go for something a little bit more jazzy. I've got a fabric that I think will be lovely for it, but I've only got 2 meters. So I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Let me see if I can grab the fabric actually to show you. So it's this one. Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door does these amazing lives on a Sunday where she shares all of the new fabric, and I just couldn't resist this one because it's incredible. So it's like a crinkle viscose. Oh, you know what, I might just try and make it work. I could just shorten the skirt a little bit. 2.3 meters. I reckon we could make it work. So yes, that may become a thing at some point. Then I also picked up the Mimi G book. There'd been a lot of hype around this and excitement. I love Mimi G, as you know. So I picked up this, which is Make It Yours with Mimi G, a sewist's guide to a custom wardrobe. Now, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. I've only flicked through it. I haven't delved into it or anything like that. I'm a little bit on the fence. Maybe it was my expectations. I was expecting like exciting, fresh patterns and styles and things. And I don't know, when I looked through it, it's kind of not what I was really seeing. It's a lot more wearable and I don't know, maybe appeals to the masses and maybe appeals to beginners a little bit more. Yeah, I think maybe I just had the wrong expectation about this book. I am going to have a good read through it and see if there's some things that I can give a try to, because I don't want to write it off just because of, you know, my first impression. I mean, I love this, but do I love it just because of the fabric choices? I think I probably do. The other thing that I was a little bit disappointed about, and I didn't realise when I ordered this book, was the size range of the patterns. So according to the size chart in here, the patterns go from XXS to 2XL, which is, the 2XL is a 47-inch bust, a 39-inch waist and a 50-inch hip. So I don't think that's particularly great in terms of size range. I think I was talking to someone who said, well, that waist measurement is my waist measurement and that's the largest size in the book. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but I didn't realise that when I ordered it. I just kind of saw Mimi G was releasing a book and just went for it. But as I say, I'm going to give it time. I'm going to have a good look through it. I'm not writing it off. It's just maybe not as exciting as I expected it to be. Do let me know if you have bought it and have tried any of the patterns in it, and let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. So at my sewing socials that I run, we have a charity or swap table. So people can bring donations and then they can take something in return. Or if you haven't brought anything but you want to take something, you can make a donation to charity. We've raised loads of money for different charities, which is amazing. And I think it's a really great part of what we do. I don't often pick up anything from the swap table because I try to be good. But last week, the very lovely Sue, who is a fairly new addition to our groups, and she's wonderful, she was walking over to the swap table with this fabric and I pretty much accosted her on the way over. I don't even know if she managed to put it down or if I just grabbed it because I recognised this as a Fabric Godmother viscose linen blend, I believe, and I've loved it since it was first released and I couldn't believe it was going to be on the swap table. So I made a lovely donation to charity, which at the moment is Cats Protection. And then I picked up this fabric. I love it. So it's a gingham in dark green, but then you've got these pink flowers, pink and yellow flowers kind of behind. I really, really love it. Now I think there's 2 meters here and I need a little bit of help with what to do with this. I'm not entirely sure. I've seen somebody on Instagram made the Ariana dress by Stylark, but I don't know if it needs to be something a bit more. It feels very autumnal rather than a summer fabric. It feels like brushed almost. So I'm thinking something as we move into autumn, but I just don't know exactly what. So if you've got any ideas, please do let me know. But I was very happy to pick that up. Thank you, Sue. Another fabric that I picked up is this gorgeous Stuff of Denmark cotton jersey. I got this from work. I loved it as soon as it came in. It's this one. So I love the design of this. It's got suns and moons, and I love anything celestial, space themed. The colours are a little bit light for me, but I just couldn't resist it. I loved it. So I am going to make with this the Sommar Camisole that I talked about earlier, and the Foxy Boxies, because you can actually make those in a knit fabric. And I think that'll just be a really cute set, which I can wear as like summer pajamas, or I can wear in the garden, at the beach, whatever it may be. I think that'll be adorable. So very happy with that. If you watch the lovely Sarah from Super Bales Sews, I'm going off on a tangent now, but it does link. So she actually visited our shop yesterday. She came into First Fabrics and it was really lovely. Probably wasn't yesterday, it was probably the day before. But yeah, it was Wednesday. It was really, really lovely to meet her because I've chatted to her before. I watch all her videos and follow her on Instagram, and she's wonderful. And it was so nice to meet her in person. She actually bought that fabric when she was there, and she also said, not my colours, but I just can't resist because the print is so gorgeous. I think she might be planning pajamas with hers. But yeah, so Sarah, if you're watching, it was really, really lovely to meet you. Hopefully it won't be the last time. I'll also link to Sarah's YouTube channel down below. Do check it out because it's fabulous. One more piece of fabric that I picked up. I completely forgot I ordered this until it arrived yesterday. So I follow Roo-tid, which is a fabric company. I follow them on Instagram, and I just happened to see their Instagram post a couple of weeks ago where they were sharing one of the fabrics from their new range, but it had come in faulted from the supplier, and they shared what the fault was, and they shared that they were reducing it in price. They were selling it for just £2.50 per half metre, which is incredible. I think they probably usually retail at about £20 a metre, so that was awesome. And the fault really wasn't that noticeable. I couldn't really notice it that much, so I decided to pick some up, and I got 4 meters of it just to give me some scope for what I can do with it. I've got lots of options with 4 meters, or I can use it for something and then gift some to somebody else. So this is Roo-tid. They sell eco-friendly fabrics, and this is one of their fabrics there. They also sent a couple of samples, so that's the fabric that I just shared with you. And then this is another sample. This is really beautiful. These are all viscose twills, I think. That's a really lovely one. And then the fabric that I got is this one. So yeah, it says Ecovero, 100% lensing Ecovero viscose fibers. So it's a viscose twill, but like an eco-friendly one. And this is the design. I think it's really, really gorgeous. I love it, and I love viscose twill. If I can find one of the faults, I shall share it with you, but I'm not entirely sure I can. Like I say, it really wasn't that noticeable in the picture. Can't even find it to show you. I can't find the misprint. I might find it when I'm cutting out or something, but honestly, it was a really small misprint, so I was really happy to pick that up for an absolute bargain price. Then I ordered a pair of earrings from the very lovely Becky from What Beck Sews. Again, I'll link to her YouTube channel down below. She has set up a resin, button and jewellery company called Jazz and Wow over on Etsy. I'll link to that as well. And she shared these gorgeous earrings on Instagram, and I just had to have them. I'll take them out of the plastic so you can see these little strawberries. And I just thought they were so, so cute. And then Becky, just being the absolute gorgeous person that she is, sent me a couple of extras. So she sent me some daisy earrings, which are adorable. Alison from So Like Dotty shared these on her YouTube video today, actually. So they're lush. And then she also sent me some buttons, which are just gorgeous. So thank you, Becky. That was really, really kind of you, and definitely go and check out her jewellery and buttons. They are gorgeous. And I think one more thing to share with you that I've picked up is some bias binding. So Laura from the Specky Seamstress runs a really awesome quirky haberdashery company, and she sells a lot of bias binding, but also now other things like labels and patches. She has a little pop-up shop going on at my Sewtoon socials, so I have a little table with her products on that people can buy. So she sent me some of her newest products to pop on the table so that people could have a chance to buy those as well. And I just couldn't resist one of them because I really, really love it. So it's this really cool bias binding. Look at the colours in that. I can't remember what this one's called, disco something, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I look forward to adding that into something that I make. Thank you, Laura. I will link to her website down below. I'm sure she does ship worldwide, so you can get her bias binding wherever, or other products, wherever you are in the world. So yes, definitely go and check them out. Okay, I've got one more purchase to share with you, and it's a bit of a big one. Well, a big one for me. This is something that I have coveted for quite some time now. Some of my very gorgeous friends have one, and I've seen it in real life, and the workmanship and the quality of the product and the way that it's made is incredible. And it's really, really special. The very wonderful Adam from Adam Sews has an online shop where he sells things that he has made, and one of his products is this gorgeous caddy. And it's a storage caddy for storing whatever you want in, I guess, but really great for storing sewing supplies in. And he makes these every now and again. He puts a few up onto his shop, so he'll spend the week making 3 or 4 of them, and then he'll upload them to his shop on the Friday, and people will snap them up. And I'd seen a couple of sneak peeks of the ones he was going to put up a couple of weeks ago, and I just knew it was time. I knew it was an investment, but I felt like I deserved it for all of the extra hours I've worked over the last couple of months. It was my little treat to myself, and I'm so, so happy I finally got my hands on one. And these are going to be awesome for taking to Sewtoon, and I can put all of my bits and bobs in and just have it loaded up, sitting next to me in my sewing room, and then I can just pick it up and off I go. So this is a Tiny Beasts themed one with the Tiny Beasts range from Tula Pink, and oh my god, just look at it. It's just stunning. Adam's work is amazing. He is incredibly talented and clever. The way that he chooses what fabrics to put together, the hardware that he uses, it all just makes it so, so special. So I'm absolutely delighted that I finally got one of these after admiring Rachel and Ruan's and Judy's for so long. And actually I saw on Instagram that Helen from Stitch Rip Repeat also picked one up when these were launched a couple of weeks ago. So yes, I feel very lucky to finally have my hands on one. Thank you, Adam, for your wonderful work. It is beautiful. I actually got to meet Adam again a couple of weeks ago. So I've met him before at the Knitting and Stitching show, but he came all the way up to Sewtoon, which was so, so nice. So thank you, Adam, for coming all that way. It was a long drive for you, but much appreciated. So I'll just share a few sewing plans with you now. So the things that I'm going to be getting sewn up, hopefully over the next couple of weeks. One of them is, this is going to look like nothing, but this is Foxy Boxy shorts, which are going to match my bucket hat. So I'm hopefully going to get that sewn up today. Then I'm going to be working on the Shay dress by Chalk and Notch. So if you watch my Sew Hayley Jane unboxing, you'll know that I offered some choices for what I should turn this fabric into. And the Shay dress was the clear winner in the poll and all of the comments. So that's what I'm going to be working on, hopefully. I think that might be a little bit more of an involved make, so it might just take me a little while. But that is ready. I might cut it out at Sewtoon this week, actually. The most urgent thing, I guess, that I need to get sewn up is my Avenir jumpsuit. I'm going to Leeds next week with my gorgeous Northern Sewl Sisters. I'm very excited. And we're all going to be wearing the Avenir jumpsuit by Friday Pattern Company. Mine is going to be in this lovely, vibrant viscose from First for Fabrics. And yeah, I need to get that sewn up. Ruan's finished hers. Ruan went from a couple of days ago messaging us saying, I haven't even printed out my pattern, I'm panicking now, to 2 days later sending us a photo of her finished jumpsuit. I mean, come on, give us a chance. Mine is cut out, but not sewn up, but Ruan says it's a pretty quick and easy sew, so it shouldn't take too long. And I think that's it in terms of my plans. I need to focus on those things and not get distracted by others, but chances of that happening, not a lot. So thank you for watching. Thank you if you have persevered through this at least 30 minutes of video. It's been a few weeks and I had a lot to catch up on, so thank you for bearing with me. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you could. Also, do check out the box down below where I will have linked everything that I've talked about and linked to people's channels if I've mentioned fellow YouTubers, that sort of thing. Do check it out, there's always loads of information in there for you to see. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. I hope you're all doing really, really well, and I'll catch you all again super soon, hopefully. Happy sewing, bye. See how warm it is? I'm just gonna have to have a little fan, but I can't even find my fan now. Tell you. So I would keep, the reason I'm so hot is because all of this hair, look. So Becky, no, there. I hope you're all doing really, really well, and I'll hopefully catch you again not too long away. That doesn't make sense. Let's do that again. Okay, I've got one more